We need to talk about Tyler Perry's new Netflix show, She the People. I just got done watching all 8 episodes and I'm going to give you all my no spoiler review. But to be fair as well, I want to talk to you too really quickly about my top 3 Tyler Perry projects after I go over this review, okay? But let me begin by introducing myself. My name is Brandi, and I realize that you could be on any channel in the world, but you're right here with me, and I really do appreciate that. So go ahead and like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you do like watching TV show reviews and also movie reviews. All right, so let's start with a quick synopsis of She the People, all right? This is a comedy sitcom, and it follows Antoinette, played by Terri J. Vaughn, as she tries to shine in politics as Mississippi's first Black lieutenant governor, and she must manage her zany family and overcome a boss who is stuck in the past. All right. And overall, just to get right into my rating, I would have to rate this show a 4.5/10. Unfortunately, not the worst rating, but definitely not really a good rating. But I do want to explain to you why, because I am a Tyler Perry fan, okay? So let's start off with what I liked about this show. I loved the casting. I was ecstatic to see Terri J. Vaughn. To me, she is such a cool actress. She is so down to earth. She is so relatable, and she's funny in a natural, organic way. So I think her light shined really bright in this series. I was also happy to see a newcomer that I wasn't really familiar with. His name was Basil in this show, and his real name is Dyon Brooks. He was really funny. He was cracking me up throughout this show. And I was especially happy to see Jo Marie Payton from Family Matters, all right? So it was a very fun cast. The cast feels very familiar, very nostalgic. So I really like the casting in this show. Another thing that I liked about this series was the messaging. The message that I think Tyler Perry was trying to get across was that racism still exists even when Black people earn high-ranking positions. Terri J. Vaughn, she won the lieutenant governor race fair and square, but they kept saying this one quote in the show that I really loved that resonated with me. She kept saying the same thing that got us here is not going to keep us here. And I just thought that message rings really true just for Black people as we're climbing the corporate ladder. And to piggyback off of that, I loved how during the show, Terri J. Vaughn, she actually you see her finding her voice in a political office, right? She starts off, very soft, mild-mannered, not speaking up for herself, but you see just a woman just struggling to find her voice and struggling to figure out her position and how she belongs and how she can make an impact. All right, so now I'm going to talk about what I did not like about this series, okay? The series starts off very slow. To be honest, I did not lock in with this series until about episode 5. I sat down to watch it. I gave the show a solid 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes into episode 1, I'm kind of like, this is corny. This is stereotypical. This is a typical Tyler Perry tropes, right? So I demoted this show to just be in a background show, right? Guys, like this video if you ever demoted a show just to be in a background show. A background show just means that you're cleaning up while you're watching it. You're cooking, you're running after your kids, right? It's just a background show that you are not focused on. So that's exactly what I did. This show was just a background show for me. But surprisingly, it started to pick up around episode 5. And then after episode 5, I kind of locked in and I actually started sitting down to watch the episodes. And the episodes were really short, by the way. They're only like 23 to 25 minutes. So it is a quick watch. But again, at first, I was just like, this is not for me. This is stereotypical. And it gave those very classic Tyler Perry vibes, like where the characters seem very raw, very ratchet. It reminded me how he used to do the plays more back in the day, right? That's exactly what it reminded me of. And I didn't like that vibe. Like, I wanted to see some evolution. I wanted to see it be more modern. It just felt like nostalgic Tyler Perry to me. I did not like the chemistry between the characters at first, though. I will say that. Like, for instance, Basil and Shamika, they're a couple from episode 1 all throughout episode 8, right? But I was not believing them at first that they were even together. It was like zero chemistry to me. It seems as though these actors, they just showed up on set. They all memorized their script before they got there. And then as soon as they got there, the same day, they just like, boom, action. Everybody act, right? That's the vibe that I was getting. It was no chemistry. Like, I could not feel their vibes. I could not feel the love for each other, right? So is She the People worth watching? I would say so, especially if you're into comedy, right? To me, Tyler Perry's comedies aren't necessarily my favorite projects from him, right? That's why I do want to talk to you about my favorite projects, right? But for instance, like Tyler Perry's House of Pain, Meet the Browns, those weren't my favorites. Something about them just become like very stereotypical. Like they portray black people in a certain way that I don't like to see. It actually makes me cringe. And this show actually, people, it did make me cringe a few times with some of the dialogue and some of the jokes. I'm like, ooh, this is bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you think about like, you know, just white people watching the show. It's like, that's what they think of us, don't they? And Tyler Perry, like, sometimes writes the dialogue like exactly what white people think of us, right? Like we're a ghetto, ratchet, hot mess, right? So, nonetheless, yes, if you like comedies, yeah, it's definitely worth watching, okay? But I do want to tell you my favorite Tyler Perry projects, all right? Just so you could take my review with a grain of salt, because I don't even like giving a 4.5 over 10 stars for Tyler Perry, because again, I am a big fan of most of his work, okay? But some of my favorite Tyler Perry series and movies. My favorite work of art from Tyler Perry, this is an unpopular opinion, but I love Acrimony. Acrimony with Taraji P. Henson is such a good movie, right? It makes you question, was Taraji wrong? Was he wrong, right? What would you do in that situation? Is she tripping? Was she just miserable and depressed? And he didn't have to give her that money at the end, but he gave her that money at the end. Is he a real one? Or why didn't he level up earlier on? Like, it was just so many questions while you're watching Acrimony that made Acrimony so good. Like, it's so much conflict, and it just makes you, it's just a good show to talk about, to debate with your family and your friends, right? So Acrimony is definitely like my number one project from Tyler Perry. Also, as far as a series that I really like from Tyler Perry, and it's not fully all his series too. The same way like Sheet of People, he has another writer with him on his show too. Not sure her name, Nyla, I think. I can't remember offhand. But All the Queen's Men. I love All the Queen's Men, okay? That is my guilty pleasure. It comes on BET, right? They just wrapped up season 4 a few months ago. But let me tell you, I was late to the party with All the Queen's Men. I didn't start watching that till this past December 2024, right? And you know who told me about the show? My mama. My mama was watching All the Queen's Men. Oh my God. So once I started watching, I'm like, Mom, what you doing watching this show? But let me tell you, is the storylines and the characters in that show are so riveting. Like, they really draw you in. So All the Queen's Men, I love it. Especially Eva Marcel. Oh my God. Like, she kills her role as Madam. Like, she owns it. She embodies it. Like, I love All the Queen's Men so, so much. And the third show or movie that I would have to say is my favorite from Tyler Perry is Why Did I Get Married? I love that movie to this day. That's something, again, that I could just watch over and over again. I love like the realness of it, right? Like the real struggles that you see and married people in real life is depicted in TV, right? Like, I don't think they sugarcoated anything with marriage. And I just think it's funny. It's naturally funny. It's organic. It wasn't super that like ratchet Tyler Perry trope funny. Like, it was organically funny. And I love all of the actors. And I love the dialogue in that movie as well, right? And I love the scenery too. Like when they were on vacation and all of that. Woo! I love Why Didn't I Get Married? Why Did I Get Married? Sorry. But listen, nonetheless, guys, if you made it this far, be sure to like this video, okay? And also, again, just subscribe to my channel if you do like watching movie reviews and also TV reviews. And comment down below. Let me know what you're watching, right? Let me know what you're watching next. I'm always curious to know if I'm missing out on any shows that I should be tuned into. Right now, I think one of my next reviews is going to be on Sirens. I just watched Sirens on Netflix. And it's a movie on BET that comes out May 29th that I really want to watch. I think it's called I Got Her, She Got Her. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen right here, okay? Something that I want to watch on May 29th. But I'm not sure if people are really going to be interested in a review on that one. But nonetheless, guys, if you made it this far, I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.